Awesome. Hey guys, my name is Chris and I'm the Algo Man here on TikTok as well as over on the YouTube channel. And today we're doing a recap for October the 23rd, 2025 of the NASDAQ 100 futures, guys. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys this afternoon. Alrighty, guys, in today's recap of the NASDAQ 100, we're doing something different, something I've never done on a live stream before. We're actually going to take a deep dive into the 3-minute chart of the NQ. Now, you might be asking, now, why the 3-minute? Well, because one of our subscribers, shout out to him as well, is absolutely crushing it using this exact setup. And he brought it to my attention and said, hey man, it might be worth showing this to the tribe. And I took one look at it and yep, he's right. This thing is a cycle sniper when paired with PredictMO. So today's not about trend trading. We're not hunting elephants. We're not running the full 10-5-1 stack. No, guys, today's for the scalpers, right? For the real gunslinging scalpers out there. So for the guys who want to get in, get out, book their money without chasing fantasy plays, this session is for you guys. This is all about refined cycle trading, okay? So if all you want to do is sling cycles and grab precision entries, then this 3-minute with a 1-minute combo is something you're going to want to test. And yes, it's faster than the 5-minute, but slower than the 2, which removes just enough noise to keep you focused without getting shaken out. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying ditch the process or abandon your core setups. This is part of an integrated system. You just don't cowboy a 3-minute chart and hope to make it. You combine it with your execution logic. You bring in PredictMO. You follow a structure. That's what today is about. I'm going to show you how the setup played out during today's session, what the signals look like, how it unfolded, and how PredictMO helped isolate a lot of the micro swings with absolute clarity. I'm going to walk you through the exact process of how to use this chart in combination with anything else that you might pair it with to give you guys some really sharp entries in the process of what you're doing. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get this done. Super Z says, I use the 1-minute all day with NQ with the 5-second Grego chart. Good day to day. Yeah, you know, there's some days where the market swings and it cycles and it's really good. And that's exactly what we're going to see right here on this chart today. So for those guys who are here for the first time, the indicator right above you right here is called CYMO Pro, and this indicator right here basically tracks market structure. The indicator at the bottom is PredictMO. It normally looks out 1 to 3 bars depending on how you have it tuned, okay? And it's designed, this indicator here at the bottom, PredictMO, is designed to capture the short to medium wave formation and price, okay? Which makes the 3-minute ideal for that. 3-minute is really ideal for capturing those wave formations and price, the medium wave formation perfectly. So we're going to see how that plays out. So here we go, guys. Remember that the cyan line is your leading function of CYMO, okay? This is telling you in advance that price is going up. So if you notice right here, the moment it actually crosses above the 0 line, this is telling you that price is getting ready to move up. So if it's getting ready to move up, you want to position yourself to take a potential setup to the long side right there, guys. And this happens right here with PredictMO. The moment it crosses the 0 line, you take your trade all the way up. Now, if you notice here with CYMO, it's also tracking that there is a slight momentum component to the swing to the upside, which begins right there. The swing is so strong that momentum rises to above 0.90, giving you an indication that momentum is strong right there, okay? So right here, you see the formation of cycle number 1. Right here, you see the formation of cycle number 2. Notice where PredictMO crosses the 0 line. Right smack right there. As soon as you're done with that bar and you get into this bar, you are done, which is pretty much almost at the end of cycle number 2 right here with CYMO, guys. I mean, absolute precision right there. So you don't have to wait for cycle number 2 to actually finish. If you waited for cycle 2 to finish, you would be exiting on this bar versus this one right there. But right here, PredictMO is telling you that this rotation is absolutely over, which is halfway through cycle number 2, which is really super nice, okay? Now, if you're going to take this on the reversal on this 3-minute time frame, always confirm that momentum is coming down right there, okay? Don't take a reversal while momentum is still up and pulling price up. You want to take it when it tilts to the downside right there, and this tilt happens around this bar right there. Well, guess what? PredictMO is already going down. Price is going down too. So that's another entry to the short side that you could have taken right there, okay, or even right here, okay, for that matter, and just taken it all the way right here until it actually crosses above the price line right here. You're inside the threshold. So the moment it crosses right there, okay, that would be, let me see, that's before the cross. After that would be at this bar right there. Okay, so this crossing right here, you would see it at this bar right there. It's always one bar later. Okay, another fantastic trade to the downside. Now, you can use this chart in isolation, or you can really refine your trades using a 1-minute chart to really capture, a real fine-tuned approach when you enter the trade, okay? So what's happening right here, guys? Cycle is telling you had 2 cycles, because the reason you had 2 cycles right here is because momentum dipped right there. So you had cycle 1, you had cycle 2. Okay, so don't forget to count your cycles. This is very important, guys. Cycle 1, cycle 2, whenever momentum falls right there. Okay, this is the end of cycle 2, which begins the rotation to the upside right there. So this is the end of cycle 2, and the rotation is going up this way, guys. Look at how nicely this aligns with PredictMO going up as well. Right smack right there. All right, this is really nice. So then you take this trade to the upside and you take it all the way until PredictMO crosses the 0 line right there. And this cross to the 0 line, guys, you're going to see it at this bar over here, because it's the crossing and the confirmation bar. So another very nice trade from beginning to end right there. Now, notice you've got cycle 1 and you've got cycle 2. Well, how do we know that? Because you're in an area where momentum is high. So this would be the end of cycle number 2 right there. And just like in the first trade over here on the left side of the chart, right here, okay, PredictMO got you out somewhere at about maybe halfway through cycle number 2. You see this right there? And that is precision exits, guys. That's as good as it gets right there. All right, guys? You can get these with the link in my bio. You can get PredictMO on its own, or you can get the whole bundle and just get the full suite of indicators, which includes like 5 different tools. So here we go. So what happens here? You don't do anything because momentum is still up, but momentum begins coming down right here. Look at this, okay? Begins coming down right there. So if it comes down, okay, you can tell that the cyclic rotation ends right there. Remember that cycles follow trends. Cycles precede trends, okay? You had a cycle here, you had another one here, you had one right here. You had a little bit of a trend, cycle 1, cycle 2, and cycles follow trends. So you got cycle, you have another cycle right here. How do you know that? Because this is a sine wave formation. It's going down, guys. And the moment it kisses goodbye with momentum, that is the end of that rotation right there. You can get out right there without having to wait for PredictMO to cross above the 0 line over here. You can just get out right there the moment it crosses and be done with the trade, okay? Now, because it's a cycle, we know that this is probably going to go back up right there. So we got another cycle telling you, yes, it's going up. This is where you enter the trade right there. Okay, you enter the trade right there. You stick in the trade, okay? And you got a nice little cyclic cross right there. You see this? Okay, beautiful cyclic cross right there that you could have just said, hey, you know what? I'm taking the trade off, or you could have taken the trade off right here. Moment it crosses below 0, which would have been at this bar, okay? Now, what's cycle telling you? Cycle is telling you that price is going down, not up, down, okay? right there, right before you get the crossing here with PredictMO, price is telling you it's going down. And that's exactly what happens right here. Look at that. It goes down. The moment it crosses and kisses goodbye, that is the end of that rotation to the downside, which is right here as well. You're inside the gray channel, so the moment that the orange line crosses over the green line right there, that is your exit. So the moment it crosses, that's right there. Done. That's what you call precision, guys, okay, as far as trading. Now, what is the cycle component of price telling you here? It's telling you that price is going up. So what do? You wait for PredictMO right here, guys. You wait for PredictMO, okay? Moment it crosses right there, that is you're getting a real heads up right here. But this is telling you exactly where to pull the trigger right there, okay? You pull the trigger and you come all the way up with it. Now look, you're inside this threshold. So the moment it actually crosses below the green line right there, that is it, guys. And that's right there at that bar. Look at that. This crossing right there is right here at this candle. You can't get better than this. I mean, this is like really super sharp execution right here. Now, cycle is going back. Remember that cycle is your leading function. Cycle is telling you what's going to happen. It's the tugboat that's pulling the cruise ship, okay? And the cruise ship being the momentum swing in price. That's represented by the yellow line. So if the tugboat is the cyan line and it's leading and pulling the cruise ship, guys, you got to watch out for this. This is telling you that price is about to turn, okay? And sure enough, here is your turn right there, okay? You take that swing to the downside, and the moment it crosses right there above, you are done. The cyclic swing actually ends right here too. Look, bingo. You see this nice sine wave formation? You got a sine wave, another sine wave, another sine wave, and the moment it crosses right there, look at that. That is it. You're done. There's nothing else left in the trade. If you want to get out with your confirmation bar, you can get out right there. Now, what's happening over here? Cycle's telling you that it wants to go up. Okay? And PredictMO right here is already telling you it's crossing the zero line. So what do? You take that bad boy for a long, okay? And you take your long all the way here until you get the crossing below the zero line right there. Now, this crossing below the zero line, you're going to see this right at the next bar, which is right there. Okay, still a very nice trade to the upside, okay? And you just continue kind of following the same process, okay? What's happening right here? Okay, price is going up again. You got another swing to the upside right here. That goes up, and the moment it comes down right there, you are done for like another 3 bars. Right there. Let's continue going through this, guys. I'll kind of walk you through it till like 1 o'clock over here. Cycle is going down. What's happening right here? You already have PredictMO telling you that price is going down. So as soon as cycle goes down, guys, you can take this bad boy all the way down, okay? And the moment that they cross right here, you are done. That is it. There's nothing else left in that trade to the downside. Cycle's going up, okay? You take cycle up. You wait for PredictMO to cross above the zero line, right about here, and you run with this trade all the way through until it crosses the zero line, which is right there, okay, right at the end of cycle number 2. Okay, you've got cycle 1, cycle 2. How do we know that? Because price, the momentum swing in price goes all the way up, so you begin counting your cycles, okay, like that. Cycle 1, cycle 2, and that's the end right there, guys. This crossing you're going to see at this bar. You basically took the trade from here all the way here. Let me just kind of measure it and give you context in case it's not registering. All right. This trade from here to here would have been about 49 points. Okay? On a 1 contract trade, this would have been about $1,000 right there. All right. And, and this trade right here that kind of whipsawed a lot of traders, look at what happened, okay? Cycle told you that it was going down right here at this bar before you got this crazy pullback in price, okay? And what happened down here? You had both the price line and PredictMO kiss goodbye right smack right there, guys. And that's the end of the trade at this bar. And this is how, you You sling it like a cowboy on a 3-minute chart. You can pair it with your 1 minute if you really want to get creative and be a sniper with your execution. What about Fibonacci? Fibonacci's garbage, absolute garbage. Fibonacci's were designed during an era of pen and paper trading, and we've long evolved since that in today's algorithmically driven markets. There it is, guys. Okay, the 3-minute chart. You can marry this with your 1-minute chart. You can integrate it as part of a system. Okay, one of our members is using this, and the type of profits he's posting are so insane. He said, man, you just got to show this, Chris. So here it is. Okay, guys. Now, here's your assignment. Plot the 3-minute chart, load up PredictMO, and mark the points where you would have entered and exited today. Then go one step deeper. If you want to bring the 1-minute execution chart and fine-tune those entries even further, this is how you get better, guys. This is how you stop guessing and stop knowing when to pull the trigger. That's how you know when to pull the trigger. And you're welcome to send me your annotated charts via Telegram. I want to see the setups you found and the discipline behind the trades that you passed on as well, guys. This is very, very important, okay? It sharpens your edge and it gives you a different perspective. Now, if you're into elephant hunting, this chart makes no sense and you're probably not going to want to use it, okay? But I speak to a really broad audience out there, guys, and there's guys that are watching this right now. I know there's people out there in Australia, there's people in Italy watching this right now. So I can see your screen names. I know who you are, and thanks for being here. I know you guys are cycle hunters, and you guys love these type of charts. And so for that reason, this one's for you today, guys, okay? Now, if you're still watching and still thinking about it, still hoping to figure this all out by trial and error, let me ask you guys, how's that working out for you? If you're still relying on outdated tools or trading from your gut, you're not trading, you're gambling. We built this system to remove the noise, sharpen your edge, and give you real-time decision-making clarity, guys. And it's already October 23rd. The fourth quarter is here. And if you're not getting better right now, you're falling behind. So take the 7-day free trial, load up PredictMO, load up CYMO, join the tribe, learn the system, use the tools, and start trading like it matters, guys. And I'll just kind of leave it there because this is really what I wanted to showcase for all the cycle hunters out there today.